Have you ever wondered why sometimes you wake up feeling as bright and bubbly as a soda pop that someone shook way too hard, ready to burst into giggles, high fives, and daydreams about pet dinosaurs wearing sunglasses? And other times you wake up feeling slower and heavier, like a sleepy turtle carrying 12 backpacks filled with mystery homework? Or maybe you've had days when the tiniest good thing like a perfectly toasted piece of bread or your favorite song playing at exactly the right moment can send happiness zooming through your body like a sparkly rocket made of sunshine, and other days when even your favorite snack can quite pull you out of the gloomy puddle sitting quietly inside your chest. These feelings, the bright ones, the wobbly ones, the heavy ones, and even the confusing ones, are all part of something called your emotions, which is just a fancy way of saying the weather inside your heart. Sometimes sunny, sometimes rainy, sometimes windy, sometimes a wild thunderstorm that appears for absolutely no reason at all. Some scientists say your emotions come from your brain, especially a tiny almond-shaped part called the amygdala, which acts like a super alert guard dog barking, danger, or yay, or whoa, something weird is happening, depending on what it senses from the world around you. But even though your brain helps create your feelings, scientists are pretty sure it doesn't do this alone, because if it did, every person would react the same way to everything, and the whole world would be filled with identical robots who all laugh at the exact same moment and cry at the exact same time, which would be super creepy and definitely not as interesting as real human emotions. Other thinkers say your emotions come from your experiences, every joyful moment that makes your heart hop like a bunny on a trampoline, and every sad moment that feels like your chest has turned into a soggy gray sponge. Each memory leaves a little mark that helps shape how your feelings bubble up in the future. That means your emotions are like a giant library inside your mind, with shelves full of tiny glowing books. Some books are labeled moments that made me smile, some are labeled stuff that hurt, some are confusing scribbles your brain hasn't sorted out yet, and every day, new books get added whether you notice or not. Some people also believe your emotions grow from the way you were raised, your family's hugs, the stories they tell you, the rules in your home, the moments they comfort you when you cry, and the times they celebrate your victories like you just won the Olympics of being awesome. And then there are those who think emotions are shaped by the world you explore, your friendships, your school days, the jokes that make you laugh until you nearly fall out of your chair, the disappointments that feel sharp for a while, the surprises that make your heart jump like a startled kangaroo, and all the little moments you collect like invisible souvenirs. Some philosophers even say your emotions come from your values, what you care about, what you hope for, what you believe is fair, kind, or important. That's why your heart might shine like a lantern when someone includes you in a game, but ache a little when someone else is left out. If that isn't mysterious enough, some scientists say your emotions can also come from your body, like when you're hungry and suddenly the whole world feels annoying, or when you're tired and even tiny problems feel 10 times bigger, or when you're full of energy and every idea feels like the best idea ever. All of this means your emotions aren't just random fireworks going off for no reason. They're signals, messages, clues, and sometimes even full-on megaphone announcements saying, "Hey, something important is happening inside you." Your emotions also come in bright colors like excitement, joy, gratitude, and kindness, which feel warm and sparkly, like someone turned the lights on in your heart. But they also come in quieter shades, like sadness, worrying, frustration, or disappointment, which might feel heavy, slow, or cloudy, like your heart is wrapped in a soft gray blanket. And guess what? Both kinds are normal. Both kinds belong to you. Both kinds help you understand yourself and the world. Some scientists describe emotions as a giant orchestra inside your brain, with dozens of instruments playing at once. Joy might be a trumpet, sadness a cello, anger a booming drum, fear a squeaky flute, and hope a gentle violin, and each emotion takes turns stepping into the spotlight. Other thinkers say emotions are like waves in the ocean. Some waves are tiny and barely tickle your toes, and others are huge and dramatic, splashing over your head and making you feel like you're riding a roller coaster made of water and feelings. But even the big waves don't last forever. They rise, crest, and eventually calm down. And some philosophers, especially the ones who love asking big questions at midnight, believe that emotions are partly something you learn to guide. Like a powerful dragon, you train with patience, courage, compassion, and maybe a few emotional snacks along the way. So the big question, why do I feel happy or sad, doesn't have just one answer. It's a whole magical mix of brain signals, memories, family moments, friendships, body sensations, values, and the growing, glowing story of who you are becoming. Next time you feel a strong emotion, whether you're glowing with joy, scrunched up with frustration, or quietly sad like a cloud drifting across the sky, whispering to yourself, "This feeling is part of me, and it's trying to tell me something," because it is, and it matters. And it will pass, gently or quickly, making space for new feelings, new moments, new adventures, and new parts of you that are still unfolding, surprising, and becoming more beautifully human every single day.